Have you ever noticed the exact moment someone realizes they've lost you? Not just in a fight, not just in words, but in that quiet, invisible moment when your absence hits them like a storm. The moment they suddenly understand, you're not waiting anymore. You're not bending over backwards. You're not letting them take you for granted. And that's when it hits them. They've lost something rare, something they can never get back. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change the way you understand human connections, and why absence truly makes the heart realize your value. Why people don't appreciate you until you're gone. Here's the truth. People rarely recognize what they have until it's gone. Psychologists call this the scarcity effect. When something becomes scarce, its perceived value increases. Think about it. How many times have you been there, giving, supporting, loving, always being the person who bends, compromises and forgives, and yet they never seem to notice? You tell yourself, it's okay, they'll see it one day. But most of the time, they don't, because people are wired to focus on what's in front of them right now. They take presence for granted. They overlook loyalty. They ignore patience. And then the moment comes, the moment you step back. You stop chasing. You stop answering immediately. You stop waiting for their recognition. And suddenly the realization hits them like a lightning bolt. They look around and find you're gone. That's when they feel it. That heavy, sinking feeling in their chest. That gnawing fear that they've let go of something truly precious. The subtle signs. They notice too late. You see, they won't notice the big things first, not immediately. They notice the little things. The texts that no longer come. The calls that don't get answered. The laughter that feels quieter. Because it's missing from your presence. The warmth they once had, slowly cooling. At first, they shrug it off. She's busy. He has work. Maybe I'm overthinking, but absence is a silent teacher. It shows them what they've been ignoring. And there's a moment, often sudden, when it all clicks. You know that moment. When you're no longer just someone who's always there. You become a missing puzzle piece they desperately need. And that's when panic sets in. That's when regret begins to creep in. Psychologists describe this as the retrospective clarity. They suddenly see what they had, what they took for granted, and what they will never have again. It's a painful realization, because they didn't act when they had the chance. The emotional roller coaster. After they realize, 450 words. What happens after that moment? First comes shock. They see you no longer waiting, no longer apologizing, no longer bending for their convenience. Then comes denial. They try to convince themselves it's temporary. She'll come back. He'll realize soon. But deep down, they know. You've already made a choice. Then comes regret. This is the heaviest feeling. It's not just missing you. It's the guilt of ignoring, of undervaluing, of taking you for granted. And finally, there's desperation. They may call, they may text, they may try to show up in ways that feel forced, unnatural. But here's the catch. It's too late. Your absence has already spoken louder than words ever could. You see, your life isn't about making them realize your worth. It's about honoring your own value. And the beauty of this moment, the one they'll never forget, is that it's entirely in your control. You decide when enough is enough. You decide when to stop waiting. You decide when to step away. Why absence creates unforgettable impact. Absence has power, and not just any power, transformational power. When you remove yourself, the world suddenly has to adjust. They have to notice what's missing. They feel the void you leave behind. And this isn't just about relationships. It applies to friendships, work dynamics, family. even casual connections. Absence forces reflection, it forces introspection, and most importantly, it forces realization. Think about it. People don't miss what's easy to have. They miss what's rare, valuable, and unattainable. By stepping back, you're not punishing them. You're simply giving them a taste of reality, the reality that you are irreplaceable. And trust me, the moment they finally realize this, it's unforgettable. The signs. They're feeling your absence. Here are the subtle signs that show someone has finally felt your absence. They start reaching out unexpectedly, random calls, texts, even small gestures to see if you're okay. 2. They show curiosity about your life, suddenly asking about your plans, your friends, your day. 2. They become nostalgic, remembering moments they never appreciated at the time. 4. They exhibit subtle jealousy, realizing others are benefiting from what they ignored. And they attempt small acts of kindness, trying to impress, apologize, or reconnect. Each of these signs is a silent confession. I took you for granted. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. But here's the kicker. Noticing is not the same as earning back what they lost. The mindset shift for you. The lesson here is simple. Your value is not determined by someone else's recognition. Your presence is a gift, not a guarantee. Absence is not punishment, it's clarity. When you step back, you're not playing games. You're leading with self-respect. And the moment they realize they lost you, that's not your moment of regret. That's your moment of quiet power. Remember this. People will always take what they can get until they can't get it anymore. Your absence is not your loss. It's their awakening. So live fully, love deeply, and never forget your worth. Because the moment they realize they lost you, that's the moment your value becomes undeniable.